best heavy week, the best professional wrestling discussion on the internet, World Wrestling Entertainment, TNA Wrestling, Ring of Honor, and much more. This, ladies and gentlemen, is In the Hot Seat with your host, Fortminorproject.
Alright, what's going on, guys, and welcome to this week's episode of In the Hot Seat. And of course, this is a very special 4th of July weekend episode, and we got sort of an iwws takeover once again for this 4th of July. And of course, I got a brand new guest joining me at this time. And would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, I would like to introduce myself because that's what I'd like to do best. It is Boston Fan 79 back in the house, in the hot seat with Fortminorproject. And of course, to all of you who are viewing this, wherever you may be, thank you for making Fortminorproject's In the Hot Seat a part of your day.
Yes, it's a pleasure to have you here on the show, man. And as always, we have a great show lined up for you guys. A couple of topics to get through. And I'm going to actually kick things off here and, with this particular topic. And to you, is there some sort of new attitude era, especially since we had the epic promo that CM Punk cut this past week, and what are your thoughts on that?
Okay, as far as some kind of a new attitude era coming around, I think for the most part there is, WWE is really turning up the juice as far, especially on Monday Night Raw. Given as how, first of all, you've got, the epic bombshell of a promo that CM Punk had cut on Monday Night on Raw, where he spoke his mind. He went out there, he spoke his mind, whether it was scripted or not, I don't know, but I don't think the WWE is going to get rid of him. I think that it'd be completely stupid to get rid of him, but I do think with everything involved, with the way Tough Enough was, Mr. McMahon kicking Andy in the gut, and, Stone Cold's beer swilling, and all this, I do think we are on the verge of seeing a new attitude era. I don't think it's going to be as racy as what the original attitude era was, but they are really starting to turn up, like I said, the juice from a maturity perspective where, I thought they were probably thinking that it was catering more towards kids, and now they're doing stuff that's more in tune with adults because, kids nowadays, or at least kids that are younger than 10, probably don't know a lot about who Brock Lesnar is. The whole promo stuff, like things that happened with, back in, I think it was 04 or 07, where you had Joey Styles and Paul Heyman, cutting promos, really taking it to Mr. McMahon. So, yeah, I am very much looking forward to seeing this somewhat of a new attitude era, to maybe be on the verge.
Yeah, and same here, adding to that, it seems like there has been, more a little bit edgier stuff, and, with that, and it's not just CM Punk, it's a couple of other guys that you mentioned before, and, I'm actually looking forward for it, to see what is, more to come with that, and I believe, so far, with this thing with CM Punk, it looks to be as a part of the storyline. I've heard before that, CM Punk has been, cutting kind of like the same sort of promo now that they're being touring in Australia. So it looks like so far it's a part of the storyline, and hopefully CM Punk can get his title shot still and eventually win the WWE Championship like I mentioned before. So this whole thing with CM Punk has gotten really interesting, so hopefully CM Punk doesn't end up leaving with that. So I am looking forward to see what's going to happen next with this. So, that's it when it comes with that topic.
Absolutely right.
And the next thing that I got here, and with this, and what are your thoughts on Mark Henry's heel turn? Can you take him more seriously now than he was, as a face, and now that he's a heel? What are your thoughts on this heel turn? What do you like about it? What do you don't like about it? What are your thoughts?
Okay, Mark Henry, we've for a long time have seen him go in and out of being a heel to a face, to a heel to a face. I myself like to see him as that heel character. I think his characters as a heel have always been badass, no matter, when he was being managed, I think it was by Ernie Ladd in ECW, the ripoff ECW. But I mean, he did play a pretty badass character. But now, I mean, Mark Henry has totally turned up the heat. You know, I think it was he ended up just, you know, from on Monday Night Raw, ripping the cage door off the cage. You know, and he laid out, I think it was Big Show or Kane. I think, no, it was Kane. You know, kind of laid him out. Did a damn good job of it. I am loving, you know, his heel turn. Whether it's going to stick around or not is a secondary conversation, because I'm hoping that the WWE does the right thing, keep him as a heel for at least, you know, a year or so. But for him to be a heel now, yes, I can take him seriously, because when he was a heel and he was, you know, tag teaming with MVP, he did all this shenanigans with Hornswoggle, and you know, and he was like putting the dirty on. You couldn't take him seriously, but now all of a sudden he's this heel character. I think it's really starting to get good with Mark Henry.
Yeah, and I myself have been enjoying it, you know, since you know, he's been, you know, pretty much, you know, dominant as of late, you know, taking out the Big Show, taking out Kane, and you know, really trying to make a name for himself as a heel. It's kind of a little bit more better than his heel run in 2007, but it's kind of like the same, but you know, a bit more edgier. So it's, you know, actually, you know, working really well for himself. Hopefully, you know, his heel turn will actually, you know, last a little bit more longer. You know, maybe at least, you know, maybe 2 years, or you know, something around there. You know, I kind of want to see how it plays out. I know he's supposed to maybe be, you know, getting a shot at the world title. You know, I'm not really sure when he's going to get it, but probably I want to say, you know, at least, you know, by the end of the year, hold it for, you know, a while. I won't really, you know, really want him to hold it for too long, but at least, you know, for a little while, to say at least, you know, he's been world champion. So it's going to be actually really interesting to see if he indeed does capture the world championships. So that's pretty much it when it comes to Mark Henry. Is there anything else, you know, you want to add to that?
No, not at all. We can just keep on going.
All right. The next thing I got here, and you know, going into Rey Mysterio, and what are some of your favorite matches from Rey Mysterio, whether it be the past or the present, and what are some matches that you are looking forward for to see him in before he retires?
Well, as far as Rey Mysterio and his era, of course, everyone, even I'm going to have to say that his best days were in actually, you could probably go into also ECW when he first got a push, and then he in his WCW days were some of his best days. Being, you know, this young guy, he was fresh, he was masked. Nobody really knew who he was, with the exception of maybe people that have followed ECW. You know, his matches, I mean, with between, like, I think he had taken on like Dean Malenko, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, anything he may have done in WCW were his best days. And but you know, if obviously those days are behind him, he's a little bit more busted up now. But I would say that for him to have a retirement match, or before he retires to go on and take on somebody else, I mean, you know, I'd like to see him take on, well, his, in my opinion, a younger generation of him, Sin Cara, or as some people may know him as Mystico. I think that would be a pretty epic match. But I mean, he's been doing, you know, for a little guy, he does a damn good job of, you know, from guys like, you know, facing Kane, The Big Show, Alberto Del Rio, CM Punk. You know, I used to consider him overrated, but now he's just on a nice certain level. He's on that middle level where, you know, he's not that overrated little guy anymore. He's right where he needs to be. But yeah, I'd say the one person I'd like to see him face before he retires is maybe have him go up against Sin Cara.
That's actually, you know, really cool. I, for one, you know, would like to see that match too myself. There are a couple of other matches, you know, I would like to see him in. I know there's supposed to be another, you know, Mexican wrestler that is supposed to be coming, and that's kind of like Sin Cara, so that should be, you know, interesting. I'm not too sure when he's gonna arrive. So we'll have to wait and see. So maybe he can get a match in with him before he retires as well. Ray has, pretty much had a lot of good matches, over the years, and especially, with him and CM Punk, their whole rivalry I thought, was good. So I can never really get tired of seeing them, face each other. So they had some good matches. Him with Eddie Guerrero, with some, good matches as well with their rivalry. So that was also good. Even if they were a tag team too, that was also good as well. So, Ray, I think, he's a, good wrestler. He's, pretty much one of my favorites too as well. So, he can pretty much, work with everybody. So that's a good thing, about Rey Mysterio pretty much. But yeah, that's it when it comes to Rey Mysterio on that topic. Like I mentioned before, is there anything else that you like to add on before we move on to the next topic?
No, there's I mean, going on the topic of people he's faced. I mean, he generally makes some pretty darn good chemistry with people he's been in the ring with.
Yeah,
especially with CM Punk. I mean, he did a great job with him. Like I said, with Alberto Del Rio, some earlier people, like I said, Dean Malenko, Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho. He's done it all, to tell you the truth. But that was just my final comment on that. But I think he's a little bit. It's definitely he's going to be a little bit away from retirement. I don't think he's actually going to be ready for that. Maybe within the next 5 years, I would say he might retire. But other than that, that's my final thought about that. So we can just keep on moving.
Oh yeah, and the next thing, that's pretty much the last topic I got for you. And which year to you, or years if you want, in either WWE or WCW, or in any promotion if you want to go with that too as well. Which year to you or years is your favorite in wrestling?
Okay, my favorite years were the years between 1997 to 2000, 2001, where you had the Attitude Era, the era of the Monday Night Wars, where you actually had WCW going up in the ratings over the WWF. So, I mean, those are definitely my favorite days because just so much red tape came out of it. According to the Monday Night War DVD, which, by the way, you can find that on Amazon or on WWEshopzone.com. That has a lot of great information on it. The Monday Night, definitely the Monday Night Wars, the years between 97 and 2000, 2001 were my absolute favorite because you just had so much controversy between both companies. WCW giving away the secrets of WWF. It really was never a dull moment. Those were my favorite days, Dave.
Yeah, and those are actually good years. I wasn't really able to watch them, only basically either in highlights or in DVDs. So unfortunately, I was not able to see that and missed out on it. But to me, the greatest years for me, pretty much in WWE, were around 2000, 2001, pretty much all the way. I want to say, probably about 2005, somewhere around there. I thought, it was a good era for me at the time, especially when we had the whole invasion angle and stuff like that going on. I thought that was actually pretty cool, since I didn't really, get to see WCW or anything like that. I was aware of what it was and, with it being another company and everything like that. So seeing something like that, is actually, pretty interesting. And, it's a good time to get into. So, I am, thankful to at least, have seen that too. So that was actually, really cool. But that's pretty much it with all the topics. Is there anything else you want to give your final thoughts on, or any shout outs and stuff like that before we end the video here?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to let everybody know who's watching this video, by all means, go check out the IWWS channel on youtube.com. Where we are making videos pretty much every single day. We have weekly shows. Fort Minor, you are in, pal. Cannot wait for your first video for the IWWS. Check out Mr. Just Ray. Check out Big Mike, Wrestling Rants Reviews. Check out the Weird Guy. Check out myself. The IWWS. In the next couple of weeks, we are going to be booming. And yes, we are in the middle of recruiting, so keep sending your videos in. We need 4 people in the IWWS. We are looking for 4 new members. to be a part of us. So like I said, get those in before Friday, because then what's going to happen is me and Big Mike are going to be reviewing those videos. And I think maybe just Ray and you might be involved with it.
Yeah.
We're going to review those videos and make the announcement next weekend as to who's going to be the 4 new members in the IWS. So check out the IWS channel, comment, rate, subscribe to us. And other than that, do you have anything else you want to put in, Fort Minor?
Oh yeah, definitely look out for some of my videos, you know, within the next coming weeks. You know, I am looking to be doing a show there, so it's been a pleasure for having you guys, you know, having me come aboard. And yeah, I definitely will leave a link for everyone to check out the IWS channel, as well as your regular channel as well, for everyone to check out. And it's been a pleasure having you on the show. I want to thank you for coming in, and thanks to everyone for checking out In the Hot Seat for this week, for this 4th of July weekend special. Hopefully you guys will have a great 4th of July, and that about does it for this week's episode of In the Hot Seat, and I'll catch you guys later on. Peace.